A young woman's life cut short, an undocumented immigrant at the center of a tragic crime, and a bill in Congress that aims to rewrite the rules of immigration enforcement in America. This is the Laken Riley Act, a proposal that has sparked fierce debates across the nation. Supporters call it a long overdue measure to protect public safety, while critics argue it risks violating civil rights and could overwhelm an already strained immigration system. So, what exactly is the Laken Riley Act? Who are the people behind it, and why does it matter so much? Today, we're diving deep into the facts, controversies, and human stories surrounding one of the most polarizing bills in America. Stick around. This is a conversation you don't want to miss. The Laken Riley Act, officially designated as H.R. 29, was introduced in the 119th Congress as a direct response to a heartbreaking tragedy. Named after Laken Riley, a 22-year-old nursing student from Georgia who was tragically murdered during a robbery by an undocumented immigrant, the bill seeks to close gaps in the immigration enforcement system to prevent similar incidents. Here are the main provisions of the Laken Riley Act. 1. Mandatory federal detention. Undocumented immigrants arrested for theft or other property-related crimes must be transferred to federal custody immediately after their arrest. 2. Expedited deportation. These individuals are prioritized for removal proceedings, ensuring they face deportation before other legal actions. 3. State authority to sue. States can file lawsuits against the federal government for failing to enforce immigration laws. 4. Overrides sanctuary policies. Federal authorities are empowered to detain undocumented individuals even in jurisdictions with sanctuary policies. The bill was designed to address perceived failures in the current system, where individuals charged with crimes are sometimes released due to delays or lack of coordination between local and federal agencies. The Laken Riley Act stems from a real tragedy that shook Georgia and sparked national outrage. In 2024, Laken Riley was murdered during a robbery involving an undocumented immigrant who had a criminal record but had not been detained or deported after prior arrests. Her death became a rallying cry for those advocating for tougher immigration enforcement, with supporters arguing that the system had failed to protect her and countless others. Supporters of the bill believe it addresses several key issues: ensuring public safety by keeping individuals with criminal records off the streets, holding federal agencies accountable for enforcing immigration laws, reducing repeat offenses by expediting deportation proceedings. The Laken Riley Act has garnered strong support from several prominent politicians, each of whom has played a critical role in shaping the conversation around this bill. Let's take a closer look at the people behind it. Representative Mike Collins, Republican Mike Collins, who introduced the Laken Riley Act in the House, represents Georgia's 10th congressional district. A freshman congressman elected in 2024, Collins has made public safety and immigration reform top priorities. In a statement about the bill, he said, "The system failed Laken Riley and her family. This bill is about ensuring no other family has to endure that kind of loss." His leadership reflects his commitment to addressing his constituents' concerns about crime and the perceived lack of accountability in immigration enforcement. Senator Tim Sheehy, Republican in the Senate, Senator Tim Sheehy of Montana is one of the bill's co-sponsors. A former Navy SEAL and businessman, Sheehy was elected in 2024 and has focused his efforts on national security and law enforcement. Sheehy has stated, "This legislation is a necessary step towards securing our communities and ensuring those who break our laws are held accountable." Sheehy's military background informs his strong stance on law enforcement and immigration control, making him a vocal advocate for the bill. Senator Katie Britt, Republican Senator Katie Britt of Alabama, is another key supporter of the Laken Riley Act. Known for her tough-on-crime policies, Britt has championed legislation aimed at reducing crime and increasing federal accountability in immigration enforcement. In her words, "This bill ensures that our immigration laws have teeth and that the federal government fulfills its duty to protect American lives." Britt's advocacy reflects a broader push among Republican lawmakers to prioritize public safety and hold federal agencies accountable. Supporters of the Laken Riley Act highlight its potential to improve public safety and close gaps in the current system. Here are the key arguments in favor of the bill. 1. Public safety. First, by mandating detention and expedited deportation, the bill reduces the risk of repeat offenses. 2. Accountability and justice. The Act holds federal agencies accountable for enforcing immigration laws, ensuring no one falls through the cracks. 3. Deterrence. Supporters argue that the bill creates a deterrent effect, making undocumented individuals think twice before committing crimes. While the bill has its supporters, it has also drawn significant criticism. Let's examine the main concerns raised by opponents. 1. Targeting vulnerable populations. Critics argue that the bill disproportionately targets undocumented individuals, many of whom come to the U.S. seeking safety and better opportunities. 2. Due process concerns. Opponents worry that expedited removal proceedings undermine legal protections, potentially deporting individuals unfairly. 3. Strain on federal resources. Critics warn that detaining more individuals will overwhelm an already strained immigration system, leading to overcrowded facilities and increased costs. 4. Chilling effect on communities. The fear of deportation may discourage undocumented individuals from reporting crimes or cooperating with law enforcement. The Laken Riley Act is more than just a bill. It's a flashpoint in the debate over immigration, public safety, and justice in America. It seeks to address real gaps in the system, but raises serious questions about fairness, due process, and the balance between security and compassion. What do you think? Is the Laken Riley Act a necessary step toward protecting American communities? Or does it go too far? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it helpful. This is SeeStew. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.